Hey there everyone, it's Trevor here with another Daclus quality review. This is part of my New Year's resolution to see every movie that comes out in my theater and give a quick little review while sitting in my car on my phone. So today I went and saw the reboot, I guess, of the classic Ghostbusters series of films. And so this one is starring uh, Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones, Kristen Wiig, and Melissa McCarthy. It's directed by Paul Feig. And I mean, it's a great talent. I know a lot of people had issues with the trailers, or had issues with remakes or the women and all this stuff. Had a lot of issues. There was a lot of hate for this movie. There still is. There's still a lot of people, even if they haven't seen it, really hating it. But I liked it. I thought the trailers were fine. I didn't love them, but I don't love most trailers. I don't really like trailers all that much. Comedy especially doesn't work for me in trailers. But this felt like it's pretty much the norm for trailers. So it was better than the bad trailers that I've seen. And so I didn't think it was a bad, the trailers were bad at all. I thought they were actually they were fun. They were alright. So I mean, they were fine. They weren't great, but they were enjoyable. They're good, fine. They're fine. And I was already gonna see it because it's Ghostbusters, so I didn't really care. And the talent involved. Actually, it's the talent involved more than the Ghostbusters part that really got me, because they're all the director and I guess the writer and, well, half the writer, co-writer. I don't remember who it was. Like Christie, I believe, may have co-written. I'll look it up later. But writer, directors, all the stars. I love all these women, and they do really well. I mean, Melissa McCarthy, I think the last movie I saw her in, I didn't say positive things about. I didn't think it was particularly good, but when she's on her game, and when she's in a movie that's good, with like well written dialogue and all sorts of stuff like that, she's on point. She's really good. And so they're all really funny. They're all great. I'm a huge is particularly for me. Kate McKinnon's like just one of my favorite people on SNL right now. Leslie Jones is really funny on there. We have Kristen Wiig's always funny, going off of everything she's gone on to. They're really funny. They're really great. Hemsworth is in this, and I think he works best with sort of these types of comedies where he's not the main character, but he's just a fun side sort of character. I'm not a huge fan of the Thor movies. I don't think it's his fault though, but I'm just not a fan of them. But oh, I should describe what this movie is about. This movie is about people discovering ghosts are real. This team comes together and tries to stop them. That's basically it. I think you understand the Ghostbusters premise, but it's a lot of fun. This movie is so much fun. I I was smiling from the start of the movie on. Just like the first joke, the first little bit that was funny, and I was just going. Like the rest of the time, I was just smiling the entire way through. I noticed it near sort of the end-ish, middle-ish end. I was I just realized, I was like, how long have I been smiling? And I think I never stopped smiling. I don't think I did. I think I had a permanent sort of little, I don't know if it was a grin. I don't know what a grin defined is, but it was just like a nice, you know, little closed mouth smile the entire way through. I laughed out loud at a few points. I had some fun people sort of sitting next to me that I laughed out loud, and that sort of makes me laugh out loud, because I'm not normally a laugh out loud person, especially because I'm seeing a movie by myself. But if I'm around other people who are enjoying themselves, I'll usually laugh out loud if I find it funny as well. And that's pretty much what happened. I sat next to some pretty cool people. They're really into Ghostbusters. There was a father and son. They were dressed up, and it was cute. And they were having so much fun with the mother as well was there. And I don't know why she didn't dress up, because I was talking to them a little bit, but they mentioned how they had Ghostbusters costumes for Halloween and everything. But yeah, they were all enjoying it so much. It was just everyone next to me everyone was really enjoying it. It was so much fun. It does have problems. I'd say not every joke hits. I'd also say it's not incredibly tense. There's no heavy dramatics, but it's just so much fun at the same time. It doesn't take away too much. You can still very much enjoy this and recognize it's not perfect, but it doesn't matter because you're already enjoying it so much that any problems with it, I feel like you're just gonna look past and just smile beyond it. Because I did. I enjoyed it so much. I think a lot of the problems I'd say actually could be worked out with just doing a sequel, because I think some of the problems were in sort of the setup aspect. So it's just sort of, you have to get out, oh, what's this character about? What's this thing? And you have to run through those things. And so once you get through those things a little bit, it picks up a lot. And it's so much fun. It's such a fun movie. You have to see it. It's so much fun. I highly recommend this movie. I know a lot of people have said see it in 3D, I've heard. I might have to see it again because it's just really fun. It's just, yeah, great characters, great fun. I think I don't know. I think Leslie Jones and Kate McKinnon sort of stole it for me because I think they don't have the story of the emotional part as much as the other characters. Because you have Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy sort of have more of the emotional draw. They have the more of that story, which it doesn't always work. There's some good stuff in there, but at the same time, it was just you get more of the wacky sort of fun out of the other characters, where those other ones are a bit more real, just sort of people-esque with some quirks. They're still fun, they're still very good, but I think it doesn't work all the time. There's some points it doesn't make them the most fun breakout characters, which is fine. You don't need that all the time. You need some straight peoples, straight men, is the term is. I don't know. There's not really a great non-male focus, because straight woman, you can say that, or because it just doesn't roll off the tongue, I guess. Straight man, say it like that. Straight man. It's not man. Straight man. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gone on too long, but I've really enjoyed this movie. I highly recommend you check it out. You can see the broken car in the background. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. Yeah, I highly recommend this movie. I think you should check it out. Even if you think you're gonna hate it, you might come out because maybe you just want affirmation, but maybe you'll just get affirmation in what you want because you want to believe something. But there's a chance you just won't enjoy the comedy, or if you just don't like Ghostbusters. Oh, the action is actually really cool too. There's some decent action. I really like the CGI in this. I know some people before it came out were really digging it, but digging it into it in a negative fashion, not digging it. But they were digging into it because from what they saw of the trailers. But I think that's mostly because they're already just negative on it. Because I never saw what they're talking about. I always thought from those trailers the ghosts looked pretty cool, and they were in this. And there's some cool action stuff that's going on. And I guess this is again thing with Kate McKinnon. She kills it with the action in this. She has one sort of bit that's just really cool, and I think like she can do action really well. I think so. I kind of I'm really looking forward to a sequel on this. You better see this movie so we can get a sequel, because I'm already I already want one. I already want a sequel. Anyway, thanks for checking this video out. We have more movies. Oh, geez, I got a little bit of blackness. What's that from? Oh, from grabbing that. But I'm sorry, I'm going off on little bits here. But yeah, if you want other movies coming out this week that came out this week, we have The Infiltrator. We have, I guess, Swiss Army Man came out as well. I don't remember anything else coming out. I think that's it. But I'll check again. If there is, I'll see it. But I have to see those other two at some point soon. Maybe I'll see one tomorrow. But anyway, until then, you can subscribe here for more videos such as this, more reviews. We also do trailer reactions here with a couple friends of mine. It's all the geeky trailers that come out for video games, movies, TV shows, comic books even sometimes. We did reaction trailers for the Ghostbusters, so you can check those out and see how right we were and how wrong the haters were. But yeah, anyway, do that. We also have a podcast, Geek Wars Podcast, where we talk about the geeky things that come out each week. You can find your favorite podcatcher. We also have on there a Big Brother podcast that's sort of going. We're having some issues with it, technical difficulties, and just sort of scheduling conflicts and stuff. We'll probably figure it out next year a bit better, but if you like it and you're really obsessed with it and just want to check those out, you can check out our muddled opinions on there and figuring out what we're doing with formatting and all that stuff. So just to see a young podcast going, you check that out. There's also a new one that just came up. We have a new podcast called Die Hard Anna. That's with a couple friends of mine. They do it. It's all on the Geek Wars Network, so if you subscribe there, you'll get it. Where they talk about Die Hard movies and what makes a Die Hard movie, and trying to say it. Pitch for each episode. They'll pitch something as, is this a Die Hard movie? And but on like a boat, for let's say. And so they just sort of go through these points and how it is or how it isn't. Maybe I'll go on there as a guest. I have to figure out a movie. I'll try to find one. And then we also have a Facebook that you can like, Geek Wars Podcast, of course. You can follow us on Twitter at Geek Wars Podcast. And you can follow me on Twitter at Daclus. Spelling is in the title of the video. That was so many plugs these days. We're just adding on the plugs here. I need to find a quicker way of doing this. I need to like just write it down and have a script. Anyway, this is a longer video than normal. You've tuned out. Anyway, if you made it far, please comment below. That would be nice. I'd like to say hello. Anyway, until next time, have a good one. So, bye now.